Have you ever felt that, even in silence, your absence speaks louder than any words? Today, your angels want to reveal something that's happening in the heart of someone who tried to forget you, but failed. This person, who believed they had left you behind, was taken by surprise by a moment of clarity that completely disarmed them. And now, everything they had buried has resurfaced with unexpected intensity. What's most intriguing is that this wasn't triggered by a grand scene or a deep conversation. It was a simple detail. A scent in the air, a song on the radio, a nearly forgotten memory. And then, like a silent avalanche, longing fell over them. They realized that what they felt for you never faded. It was never gone. It was just dormant, waiting for the right moment to manifest, and that moment was today. This person spent weeks, maybe months, trying to rationalize it, telling themselves that it was all an exaggeration, that it was better to move on. They tried to occupy their time, their mind, their heart. But what the angels reveal is that none of that worked. Because when the feelings are genuine, they find cracks to slip through even on the busiest days. And it found them. It found them today. What hit them was more than just longing. It was the realization that you were, and still are, an irreplaceable presence. And no matter how much time has passed or how many distractions they sought, your unique way, your energy, your truth, all of it left a deep mark. And now, that mark is pulsing strongly within them, seeking attention, asking for a return. You might not realize it, but this person is mentally reliving every detail. From the glances you exchanged to the simplest conversations. They're searching for signs in everything, on social media, in memories, in dreams. Yes, even in dreams, you've been appearing. Because their soul is longing for something that only you can provide, the peace that only true love brings. The angels reveal that they feel torn. Caught between the pride they're trying to maintain and the overwhelming desire to reach out to you. In this struggle, their heart is gaining strength. Little by little, they are starting to accept that missing you is more than just nostalgia. It's a need for reconnection. A need to understand what still pulses between you. Perhaps you're feeling this energy too. An unnamed restlessness, an inexplicable intuition. This is not a coincidence. It's the connection between souls that, despite being distant, remain intertwined. You may be picking up on this call even before hearing concrete words. Because before everything manifests outwardly, it's already happening internally. And the angels ask you to stay alert. Because signs are coming. Small gestures, messages, unexpected encounters. This person is drawing closer, even if timidly. And the memory of you is more vivid than ever. This isn't just about missing you. It's about regret. About acknowledgement. About the desire to start anew. They show that you should keep your heart open, but firm. Because yes, this person needs to feel the intensity of your absence to truly appreciate your presence. But when the reunion happens, and it will happen, it will be with more truth, more maturity, more commitment. Because now they know, it's not easy living without you. Today, a truth struck deep within them. And this truth has your name on it. A silent yet real pain has pierced this person's heart, and in that moment, the certainty was born, you are missed like no one else. And this, my cherished soul, is just the beginning of a reunion that the angels are already preparing for. She tried to move on. She tried to convince herself that it was better this way, that certain stories really do need to come to an end. But what the angels show is that no new attempt at love has been able to fill the space you left behind. No smile has had the same effect. No hug has brought the same sense of security. And this is becoming impossible to ignore. Because deep down, she realizes that what she had with you was not ordinary. It was rare. Today, something awakened her. It might have been a conversation with a friend, an old memory, or even an image that suddenly appeared. But the impact was immediate. As if everything inside her had been rearranged to reveal a single truth: she misses you. Not in that superficial way, where someone just longs for your presence, but in that yearning that comes with admiration, desire, and regret. The angels reveal that this person is being led to confront everything she has tried to avoid. She questions why she pushed someone like you away. Someone who saw her in such a pure way, who recognized qualities that even she couldn't acknowledge. Now she is beginning to understand that what she lost isn't easily found again. And this realization is painful, but also necessary for her awakening. If you could see what's going on inside her right now, you would understand that it's not just about missing you. It's about an emptiness. An emotional space that no one has been able to fill. And that space bears your name, carries your energy. The angels say that, even if she tries to hide it, her gaze is no longer the same. There's a gentle melancholy, a longing for return in the air. And she feels fear. Fear that she has waited too long. Fear that you have moved on. Fear that pride has been stronger than love. But this fear is being overcome, day by day, by a greater truth: she needs you. Not out of dependence, but as someone who makes life more meaningful, more colorful, more hopeful. You were for her a point of light in a dark moment. A refuge. And now, the angels are showing that she is seeking to return to that light. Not because she is lost, but because she understood that it is there with you, that her heart feels at home. This is not something that can be taught or explained. It is something that is felt, and she is feeling it with increasing intensity. If you felt a shift in the past few days, an inkling, a memory that resurfaced forcefully, a sense that someone is thinking of you, it was not by chance. It was this person, energetically, calling out to you. Because, even without words, her soul is trying to reach yours. And the angels are mediating this reunion. That's why today is so important. Because it marks the beginning of a new cycle. The moment when the resistance starts to give way, and the longing transforms into movement. This person is drawing closer. Gradually, yes. But in a real profound way. Because now she doesn't just want to remember you. She wants to find you again. To understand you again. To love you better. The angels ask that you trust. That you keep your light shining. Because it was your light that guided this person here, and it will be your light that will guide the way back. Nothing needs to be forced. The connection between you is stronger than any obstacle. And it is more alive than ever. Even if your eyes do not yet meet, your hearts have already begun to find each other. And in this silent reunion, where emotions speak louder than words, something very powerful is being born. It is not just longing. It is a new opportunity. A chance to live what was interrupted. And the angels assure you, if you embrace this feeling with courage and wisdom, what comes next can be even more beautiful than everything you have already experienced. She's been thinking about writing to you, did you know? But insecurity still paralyzes her. The angels show that she rehearses messages in her mind, looking for ways to connect, but something always stops her from hitting send. Maybe it's the fear of your reaction, or the uncertainty of whether there's still a place for her in your life. But inside her, that desire is growing. The desire to say everything that's been kept inside, everything she never had the courage to confess. This confession, which still lives in silence, is more intense than you can imagine. She wants to say that she misses you every day. that she sees you in the little things, that she wishes she could go back in time and have acted differently. The angels show that there's an internal struggle between regret and the desire for reconciliation. And slowly, the desire is gaining strength. Because the love she feels is asking for passage, and it's becoming impossible to ignore. What's about to happen between you two is like the sunrise after a long night of doubts. It's not yet noon, with everything clear and defined. But the first light has already appeared. And that changes everything. Because now, she's beginning to allow herself to feel. Without fear, without a mask, without control. She's letting love guide her, and that's a big step for someone who has tried so hard to protect herself for so long. You need to know that even when it seemed like she didn't care, she felt. The angels say she hid it very well. Out of pride, out of insecurity, out of not knowing how to handle the intensity of what you both experienced. But now, she looks back and sees that nothing was exaggerated as she tried to convince herself. It was real. It was deep. It was transformative. And this realization is touching very sensitive areas of her heart. There is something very beautiful happening within this person at this moment. A blossoming. As if, after an emotional winter, she is rediscovering what it means to allow herself to love again, and this time with more presence, with more awareness. And this awakening has your image. You are the seed that began this process. And now, she is ready to bloom. This doesn't mean that everything will be perfect or that she will know exactly what to do. But the angels show that her movement will be genuine, spontaneous. Even if it starts off shyly, it will be full of intention. She no longer wants to live this love only in her mind or memory. She wants to experience it with her body, with her soul, with her eyes on yours. She wants to feel you again, not as a memory, but as a presence. You might be wondering, should I open this space again? And that doubt is valid. You have also gone through your own pain. But the angels ask that you listen to your heart with care, because it will recognize the tone of truth when this person approaches. And if love is still alive within you, it will know how to welcome this return with balance and wisdom. The reunion that is approaching will not be like before. And that is a blessing. Because you are no longer the same. You have grown. She has grown. And now, there is a real chance to live this love with greater maturity, more commitment, and more purpose. What was once impulse can now be a choice. What was fear can now be courage. What was instability can now be rooted. The angels indicate that the time of waiting is transforming into a time of action. And what is about to be born between you can even surprise the most skeptical of hearts. Because when two souls that love each other decide to reunite with truth, the universe conspires in their favor. And you will feel this soon. You will feel it in the signs, in the words, in the eyes of this person who, even unknowingly, has always been yours. So, take a deep breath. And trust. Because what comes next is not a repetition. You'll notice when this reunion starts to take shape. It could be subtle, like a shy message, or more direct, like an unexpected invitation. But the angels assure you, you'll know. You'll feel that unmistakable vibration in your chest, that quiet certainty that something important is about to happen. And in that moment, everything will start to align, not by magic, but because the time for healing has arrived. This person will show up differently, more vulnerable, more open, and perhaps for the first time, willing to listen to everything you have to say. They don't just want to come back. They want to rebuild. They want to understand where they went wrong, where they got lost, where they stopped seeing you with the depth you deserve. And for someone who has always struggled with emotions, this is a huge step. The angels say that you were a mirror for them, that your light exposed parts they preferred to hide. And while this caused discomfort, it was also liberating, because no one grows in comfort. And now, more aware of their feelings, they want to evolve with you, not away from you. They want to do things differently because they understand that true love isn't about perfection, but about intention and presence. You are, for them, the turning point. The name that echoes in silent prayers. The face that appears when they wonder who truly knows them. And this connection, which transcends logic and time, is more alive than ever. Even when there was no contact, there was energy. Even when there were no words, there was presence. You never disconnected, you just fell silent for a while. Now, what the angels reveal is that their soul is crying out for reconnection. And the universe is listening. It is opening paths, dissolving resistances, healing old fears. Because this reunion is not just about romance. It's about mission. You have something to live, something to build, something to teach together. And the time for denying this is fading away. The coming days will be pivotal. Small synchronicities will surprise you. People mentioning her name, memories popping up out of nowhere, coincidences that make your heart race. Pay attention. These are the signs that the angels are sending to prepare you. They don't want you to be afraid. They want you to trust how you feel. What you have always felt, even when you tried to deny it. And if doubt still knocks on your door, ask your heart, do I still love this person? And if the answer is yes, allow yourself to listen more. Feel more. Because the right answer won't come from the mind, it will come from the soul. And your soul knows, has always known, that this love runs deeper than what is visible. That this connection didn't happen by chance. That this reunion is part of your journey. But remember, embracing doesn't mean forgetting. Forgiving doesn't mean ignoring. What the angels ask of you is to be whole, with your boundaries, with your light, with your wisdom. That you don't lose yourself in the reunion. That you grow together. And that this love, if it is indeed meant to bloom again, finds in you fertile ground but not permissive. An open heart, but not blind. The truth is that she loves you. Loves you in a way that she may have never admitted, even to herself. And that love is about to manifest. Not as it was before, but as it is now. With the strength of longing, with the lessons learned from pain, with the desire to start anew. And you, dear soul, are being guided to experience this with awareness and light. So, receive this message as a hug from the universe. As a gentle yet powerful reminder that something very beautiful is about to happen. The kind of thing that only true love can bring. And when that moment arrives, you will know exactly what to do. Because a prepared heart never gets lost. It simply loves, more truthfully than ever.